performing here at the Town Hall in New York City, it means that we have some pretty talented neighbors. And oh, do we have something special for you now. Running just a block away at the Sam S. Schubert Theater is Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird by Mr. Aaron Sorkin. Aaron Sorkin. Revisiting this story feels more poignant than ever, and as our next performer said in Soundcheck, if you've never read the book, go read the book. Expletive redacted. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jeff Daniels as Atticus Finch.
When I was a boy, my father gave me one of those air rifles, an air rifle. He said I'd rather I shoot at tin cans in the backyard, but then he knew one day the temptation would become too great and I'd want to shoot at birds. Said I could shoot all the blue jays I want, probably knowing I'd never be able to hit one, but to always remember it was a sin to kill a mockingbird. A sin. A crime against God. Only time I ever heard him use that word, asked him why, and he said it was because they were innocent. And I became a lawyer. We practiced it, Tom and I, practiced for that question over and over. State's case, right. Not only has the state not produced any evidence, I mean not one square inch, Tom Robinson committed the crime of which he's accused. The state hasn't produced any credible evidence that the crime of which Tom Robinson's accused was committed at all. The defendant isn't guilty, but someone in this courtroom is. Now, we practiced it for 6 weeks. I have nothing but pity in my heart for the chief witness for the state. But my pity does not extend as far as letting her sin. Mayella Ewell is a victim of poverty and ignorance, and her father. Tomorrow you can pity her, but not today. Mayella Ewell was beaten by someone who led exclusively with his left hand. When Bob Ewell committed a felony by falsely swearing out a warrant against Tom Robinson, he put his signature to that lie with his left hand. Tom Robinson sits before you having been mocked by the prosecutor for taking the oath by holding his left hand on the Bible with the only working hand he possesses, his right hand. Now, we practiced for that question for 6 weeks, 5 hours a day. I asked it the first time I met him. I said, Tom, they are going to ask you why you were doing chores for free for Mayella Ewell. Tom said, I felt sorry for her. I said, no, can't say that. Say it looked like she could use a hand. Now, he didn't need an explanation. He knew that a Negro man can't feel sorry for a white woman, even if he sees that she's taking care of a house and 7 children with no help from her drunk and abusive father, that a simple act of compassion would be seen by this jury as an insult. He feels sorry for us. He doesn't know his place. He's forgotten who he is. So we practiced every day. I'd bait him, I'd antagonize him, I treated him with disrespect and contempt, and he never broke. So why did he break today? Well, the answer is he didn't. You saw him. You heard him. That wasn't a slip of the tongue. Tom Robinson said exactly what he meant. In fact, he said it twice because he forgot his place, because he forgot who he was, what he was. No. Because he remembered. A man will have his dignity. A sin. A crime against God. Can't go on like this. We have to heal this wound or we will never stop bleeding. We have to make good this crime. We have to show Tom Robinson justice in this courtroom. Or we can start gathering the animals two by two because we'll be shown God's justice in a hurry. Can't go on like this. We know that. So, let's hasten the change. Let's hasten the end to the beginning. Let's do it right now in Macomb. Let's begin by restoring this man to his family. Let's begin with justice. You know what happened on November 21st. You know it. Don't do this. Let him go home. In the name of God, just let him go home.